Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, fellow noobs! Welcome to NuubCast. This is Blomus, bringing you this 1v1. We are here in the Antigua shipyard with my good buddy Shadow Crone, kicking it in the red Protoss pieces, Quantum in the blue Terran pieces. For those of you who are not aware, NuubCast exists for the sole purpose of shining a light on non-pro fun games for your viewing, entertainment, and educational pleasure. That's right, educational pleasure, I said. Whatever that is. Yes. We believe firmly that fun, entertaining games can happen at any level. And you guys keep on proving us right by sending in fun games. I'm just psyched. I've got a lot of good games in the queue. You guys keep sending in replays, and I'm just so psyched about it. If you have a replay that you would like to send in, a game that you feel would cut the proverbial mustard up in here, send it to NuubCast@gmail.com, and I will send it through my sophisticated replay filtration system, and if it comes out golden on the other side, you will have a game. You will have a StarCraft 2 match casted and immortally imprinted upon the interwebs for all times, or at least until YouTube gets, hacked and all of our videos get erased, which would really suck, dude. I have so many freaking videos on YouTube now, like 400 redonkulous videos, because even though I've done just over 400 NuubCasts, many of those from early on had to be in two parts because I didn't have the followers. Once you have to have, I think, 1,000 subscribers before YouTube will let you post videos more than 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I think it was after I got 1,000 subscribers, then I was able to post all the. I think that's what happened. I think if I recall correctly. I'm gonna sneeze. Yep, that's right, baby. That is what I'm talking about. We got double gas, one gate for Shadow Crone. His opponent looks like we're going to see two gases, no add-on on the barracks, and a factory coming out. This is a 1-1-1 build, baby. That is a 1-1-1. We should immediately see a add-on go down on the factory, followed by a starport. And there you go, shaflam. So, as we all know, it's been a if you're not a pro, then 1-1-1 has been a build of real problem. It's been a real problem for Protoss players. Very problematic build for TOS players. So curious to see how Shadow Crone is going to deal with the 1-1-1 here. This is a gold replay, by the way, I should say. Always like to mention. I may or may not, someone suggested that I add as part of the graphics here at NuubCast, I add a badge, for what level the replay is, which I think is a very good idea. And if I can find good images that I can cut out for those, then that is exactly what I plan on doing. It'll be lots of fun, and good times shall be had by all. Getting that fast observer, it's like Shadow Crone hand-picked this build to answer the 1-1-1. This is a one-gate expand robo with a fast observer. I'm actually surprised. This is obviously the first scouting he's doing, so he doesn't know anything that's going on in his opponent's base. But once he comes in here and sees this, I'm curious, he may even consider canceling this Nexus because he is going to need the resources. We've got Banshees, we've got tanks, we've got Marines, and nope, he is going to let that Nexus finish. So we'll have to wait and see when Quantum is going to want to move out, because right now is about the perfect time. In all seriousness, finally a couple more gates dropping. Nothing coming out of this Robo now. No Immortal, nothing. I expect to see Shadow Crone build a few more Stalkers, a few more Zealots. Doesn't have the money right now. He is mining off these two bases, but he's not quite saturated enough on both bases to justify them, and he's not making probes, which is problematic. Check the unit tabs, 25 to 25. As it stands, without like serious perfection. Here's the move out. We got Banshees, we've got 10 Marines, 3 tanks, and 2 Banshees coming for Shadowcrone, and he's going to be in trouble with this army composition. I'll be surprised. Here's an Immortal, perfect, able to get that Immortal out, exactly what you want to deal with the tanks, and they are going to just move up and siege. Holy free holies. Now there's vision on the high ground. Yeah, definitely don't want to allow those tanks to siege in. You need to keep those Zealots back. Oh, losing a Zealot. Man, Shadowcrone not producing anything at the moment. His money's getting kind of high. He's making probes. Good, good. Oh, Terran's on siege. Can move in there and start taking out these tanks a little bit. A couple more Zealots coming in. Able to take out one of the tanks, but wow, losing a lot of units here. Banshee's still alive. Zealot's going to take down these tanks, but all these Banshees are going to clean up those Zealots very quickly. Another tank coming in, chronoing the gateways. You need these Stalkers to come in and take down these Banshees. And they're doing a good job. And able to drive off these Banshees, but yeah, it looks like Shadowcrone was able to beat that back. And the only reason why he was able to push that back was because of just the positioning of the Terran's army. A little bit too much separation here between the tanks and the Marines, which started fighting up here. And then I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was very good engagement up here when with all the Marines separating. And they were only able to kill one tank, and it seems like it should have gone more in the Terran's favor. But looks like Shadowcrone looking to counter here. Pylon gonna go down. Looks pretty much about the same army comp as he had when he was attacked, but this time Quantum looks like he's ready for him. So yeah, he's gonna need to warp in a bunch of Zealots. Banshee's coming in from the side, looking to take out. Oh, was able to take down one of those Banshees. I'm surprised. This is an extra high ridge. I'm surprised they're actually able to get vision like that. Only 3 tanks and a few Marines. I think if he pushes here, he's got this. Oh, but he's going to decide not to push. Going to move back. Going to wait. Got a couple more gates out here. Getting Colossus. Getting that extended thermal lance. Yeah, Shadowchrome's got this, man. He's food looks pretty even, but I think as far as composition goes, that's the problem with 111. If you don't catch it on that, if you don't really get a huge advantage on that first attack, and that Quantum did not do that. He was able to kill a lot of units, but he didn't get any production. He didn't slow down the expansion of Shadowchrome at all. And unless you're able to get some kind of advantage like that on that first push with the 111, you could find yourself pretty far behind as far as tech goes. Marine's going to come out, going to pop this. Surprised I didn't kill that observer after that scan. I guess they didn't get out there in time. But down goes the pylon. A couple of sensor towers up for Quantum. Wants to see any kind of drops or anything that might be coming in on the sides. Gonna have full control over that. More Colossus coming out. And Shadowchrome becoming passive all of a sudden. And with the more and more tanks coming out, it's probably not a bad idea at this point. We do have a Ghost Academy up, getting Cloak. No ghosts out as of yet, but they will undoubtedly be en route. Where did that scan go off? Okay, right out here is going to see the whole army. It's going to know that he has Colossus. All the sentries, Immortal, Zealot, couple Stalkers. And what does he respond with? Throwing down a reactor on that starport. Going to get some Vikings out. Still no ghosts. Lots of Marauders. No ghosts yet, though. Another couple barracks going down in the low ground for Quantum. And the third base being taken by Shadowchrome. Which is a good idea. I like it. Would like to see a little more aggression at this point, though. Starting to get a little bit too passive for me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to speed it up a little bit here. Give it a little X2 flavor. Lots of bio coming out here. Lots of Marines, which obviously is not the response you want with Colossus. Wonder if Quantum is going to go ahead and move in. These guys do not have Cloak. Not that it would matter. We have 5 gates. Robo and 2 base. Probably time to move on. Zealot peeking in, looking for another base. Banshee's gonna get pushed back by these cannons. But it doesn't appear as though they're going to be persuaded to move out. Looks like Shadowchrome, in typical fashion, is going to bring his entire army back here to deal with 2 Banshees. You know Colossus can't shoot up, right? Could have just brought his Stalkers back, or warped in a few Stalkers. Money and gas getting kind of high. Not keeping up on his warp ins. Not producing anything out of the Robo. Not getting, well, he is getting an upgrade. And he's upgrading Storm, so he's got his Twilight and his Temporal Archives out. In the meantime, Quantum has a bunch more Marauders, yet even more Marines. Got Vikings coming out by the handful, but still no ghosts. I'm surprised. I'm not seeing any ghosts, even after Quantum upgraded the... he went ahead and upgraded... Oh, there's a ghost. Hello, ghost. But he's not moving out with the army. That is pretty crazy. He's even got Cloak. And Quantum sieged up, trying to take his third, and Shadowchrome should just come in here and break down these rocks, be able to deny that very quickly. Bitty quickly. Here's a couple more ghosts now. There's 4 ghosts in the mix now, all full energy, almost all full energy. These guys only have about half, a little more than half. But that's a whole lot of EMP right there. going to be able to, if they're well placed EMPs, it will just decimate this army completely. Another sensor tower going down, and missile turrets. This is like super turtly Terran, man. And here comes Quantum, going to take down, going to move in. Let's see. This is good. Here's the option. Where are the EMPs going to get placed? Vikings coming in. Any EMPs go down at all? Did he just lose all his ghosts without even getting off an EMP? Oh, storm could be huge. EMP at his own units look like. Big, big storms. Stacking storms. It's totally unnecessary. What in the world was that? Shadow Crone with a ton of unnecessary storms. And... What in the world, man? I think he did. I mean, I'm not crazy. That was like 10 storms, consecutive storms, over top of the same group of units, and wow, yeah, that was a little bit of a waste there, Shadow Crone. Lots of zealots going to be able to move in here. They do have charge. They're going to run in. They're going to kill all these tanks. It's going to be embarrassing. And because there are no more Colossus, the Vikings are a waste. So Shadow Crone should be able to move in and just completely dominate this army just as it is. He doesn't even need to do anything. He could just go with what he has, and he should be able to clean it all up. Marauders take way too long to kill zealots, and once zealots get close to the tanks, which they can do with their charge, the Archons and the Immortal should be able to tank plenty of the damage. It just has to actually do it. Scan comes down. Is he afraid? I bet Quantum's thinking, I can take that. But little does he know, he would be wrong. I don't know why he did that. That's silly. That is silly. But he still could take that army. Fourth base up for Quantum. Well, actually, it's the third. Trying to reestablish a third over here, since this third was denied. Fourth base up for Shadow Clone. Pretty much mined out in the main. Pretty much mined out in the natural. Well saturated here at the third. More Colossus. See, I would have abandoned Colossus production completely. He's got another one coming out. He's getting 2-2. DTs, not bad, not bad. I like DTs adding. I would go all Immortal Archon right now. Spend all my gas on High Templar or DTs. And all my money on Zealots right now. I mean, that's it. Right now, Shaflam. Yeah, this should be the end right here. I have no doubt that this composition will crush. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Plus, oh, he was 2-2. Yeah. And Shadow Crone didn't even have to wait for his +2 armor to finish, which it's about to do. Oh. And Quantum gives up the GG. Not the best game I've seen by Shadow Crone. It was pretty good. A little bit turtly over there in the middle. Could have been more aggressive. Could have been a little bit more fun for us. But he did what he felt he had to do to make it work for him, which works for me. And yeah, I don't need to do a whole lot of analysis, strategical analysis. Some good things happen, some bad things happen. But it's late. I'm sleepy. I'll go to bed. All right, peeps. Hope you enjoyed the game. If you have a replay to send in, send the NuubCast at gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at NuubCast. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, NuubCast. If I happen to stream, that's the only thing that's different. I didn't register as NuubCast. I registered as Blomus. So that is Twitch TV/Blomus. Follow us there too. tomorrow, well, never mind. It's pointless to talk about time when I cast a bunch in one day and then space out uploads, so it's kind of pointless to talk about time-related things because you won't see this probably for like 4 days. Anyway, keep climbing that ladder. Peace.